all good. Keep it for records. Bienvenidos, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Completely Consensual right here on Chipped Tooth Gaming, your weekly gaming news show. For you first-time listeners, I want to let you guys know we drop episodes every Friday, 10 o'clock.
Boom.
For you audio listeners,
Yep.
we got you as well. Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you can listen to an audio podcast, we got you covered as well. So we can listen to us all up in your ears, all up in your car. Make it happen. I am your host, Compa Andres.
You thought I was going to do
I
it.
thought you were going to do it. I really thought you were going to do
Got
it.
him. Nah.
I am your host. Tambo, can you do it?
No.
No one's going to do it for you.
Nobody's
Somebody
gonna
to
do it,
do
bro.
it.
He's not here. Just
He's
accept
not
it.
here, bro.
It's okay. It's going to be a good
He's not
podcast even
here.
without him. But to my left, you got the ever so nasty.
Yes, sir. The
That Kid
dirtiest.
Flowers.
No, I'm not that dirty.
You pretty
But
dirty.
I'm here. You dirty. You
That
thought I was
Kid
going to do it for
Flowers.
you. You
You're
thought it was
bad.
sweet.
I needed that. And then Tambo holding it down for us, making sure we don't double click or click. So we got
Oh,
him in the
fuck.
back.
Just don't fuck up. I'm just
Wait.
playing.
Is this one recording?
Yeah, he's recording. He's trolling
Okay.
us. Yeah, it's good to go. But I am your host. We got back. Unfortunately, we don't have Mikey in today.
Unfortunately.
Fortunately, unfortunately, it's a good thing and a bad thing.
What's the news behind that?
What? That he's gone?
Why is he gone?
Why is he gone? I don't know. I tried to ask you guys
Come on.
what's our excuse, because when I was gone, I had a fucking gonorrhea or some shit.
That was all Mikey.
When I was gone,
Mikey be setting you
all
up.
of
He
a
having you
sudden,
fucked up.
when Mikey leaves, he's on a fucking regular like, oh, I'm on a work trip. Fuck that guy. No, Mikey went to a cult. All right, for people, he went to a cult for people with bad haircuts. And they're down there.
Reunion.
A supercuts kind of.
Colt.
The discussion boards, they're trying to figure out how to better handle white people hair. And so that's where they're at. So that's where Mikey's at. So he's out of town, but we're gonna hold it down for him so he make sure,
Yeah, we will.
R.I.P. to Mikey. That's about it, man. So what you been
Yeah,
up
man. I've been up to Call of Duty.
to? Ooh,
I played with the boys. He was there.
play with the boys.
Tambo was there. Mikey was there.
We went out all night that one night. That was pretty fucking
Yeah, I
epic.
stayed up to
Hey,
like 2
set
o'clock
up-
in the morning that day.
What did we do? Set him up. What did we do?
Alright,
It was pretty
so-
fun. Let you guys know what we did for
It
Call
was
of
on
Duty.
some
That's
first day
poppin'.
shit, so the service was trash. So what we do? Took it to the custom games. We had
Took it
like
to
I
the
want to say like
club.
8-9 people.
Yeah, I think it was like 10.
a
Yeah.
bunch of friends.
It was like
everybody-
9 to 10.
It was like 9.
Yeah.
Hella people. We were running like
I had the
free
squad.
for alls.
What happened with free for all? What happened, real quick, just for the listeners and people who want to know what happened? Who won that free for all one?
I won.
Who won the
a couple
free-for-all?
other people won.
Yeah, other people won.
I got
that's about
receipts.
it.
Do you got receipts? Because I got a receipt. I got a receipt where I got first to 50, and then the next person next to me was 39.
Oh, so what does that mean? You camped the most?
I mean, I
That's
was
all I
going
heard, right?
in. I had
It's
my
Call of
longest
Duty.
kill streak at 10 people. I'm just saying, people, when it comes to that, your boy Andres, Compa
Hey.
Andres,
Best camper.
Hey,
Compa.
ask him where he was at the next
was on
game.
top.
What was
The
he
next game he
Under,
did Rockets
at
old.
the bottom. At the
bottom
bottom.
barrel? Look.
Bottom.
At the last. So yeah. So
You're that
we
one
did
hit
something.
wonder guy. You're that one hit wonder. You have that one good game. The rest you're trash.
No, you know what he is? He's that camper where he found a good spot on that one map. Then we switched it. He didn't know how to act.
Yeah, he didn't
So
know
then
what
I just
to
kind of
do.
exposed them.
I mean, I just exposed all y'all. Dogged y'all. First match, first time was good. Your boy dogged them.
But yeah, so-
Demolished.
That's like my
Playing
warm-up
some
match.
Call of Duty. Honestly, I haven't touched Apex, which is surprising. That's usually my go-to game. Like when I
Yeah.
am playing,
Yeah.
I'm playing Apex. But I've been touching Call of Duty. I played Special Ops today for the
Ooh,
first
how
time.
was
That
that?
was pretty fun. They have like different role types, so like you can be like I guess the guy with the armor, the medic. I forgot the other. I think it's 4 roles in total. I forgot the other 2, but I was a medic. I
Yeah.
was reviving people. My team was kind of bad though. I'm not gonna give names because they don't deserve names.
Tambo.
No, it wasn't Tambo.
Okay, cool.
I was at work.
It was part of my other squad.
It's
It
cool.
was my B squad. You know what I mean? My A squad's here. 'Cause
I mean, y'all try to run A squad versus B squad, and then
But,
and then it happened.
but we're B squad though.
I know, so I don't know.
Wait,
what
who
team
would
to be
who
on.
would have been? Who would have been?
I think it was just 3v3. It was gonna be you. It was gonna be Tambo, Flowers, and Mikey. You guys against me, and I think I had Christian and I had my friend Lynn on.
Oh, that's
Probably
not.
would've
That's
pulled
not
Clutch, or
fair.
we would have had
That's- yeah,
Alex. It would have been.
yeah. We would have
We had
took out
we had
Mikey.
people, man.
Mikey would have been like a sub. Mikey would have been like a sub,
Oh,
and I would
Mikey's
have been somebody.
terrible.
Mikey was
Bro,
bad.
Mikey is.
He can't defend himself, but he really couldn't. Even if he was here, he can't defend himself. He just has to get good, kid. He's
so
one of those kids. Like
terrible.
he could say this game is bad, but he won't because yeah.
Hey, what's your highest kill streak? You said?
Who, me?
Yeah.
When? Like
Like
so
just
far?
as like yeah.
I think I know. I got the chopper gunner or whatever. I got like I think it was 11 kill streak.
Think you good?
A little bit, yeah.
I just hear you
What's
say you're a
yours?
camper. My highest, I don't know, dog, probably like 5 or 6. You know, normal dude. I be in the field, dog. I be in the field gunning, guns blazing, with the pistol on me from the right, and I get the fucking smacking people.
That's true. The one thing, okay, so real quick, we're on the topic of Call of Duty a lot right now, and I like it because it's a big game. It's a huge launch. Obviously, we know about day one servers being pretty bad, but this is why the reason why I think this is going to be the biggest Call of Duty in a long time is because exactly what we're talking about.
It brings the friends together.
It brings the friends together. It's bringing these
Yeah,
10 local LAN parties at home.
Hey, that
nostalgic.
rivalry, bro. That rivalry, bro, between everybody. Like, who's better?
That's pretty fun.
yeah.
Like it just brings you back to
bro.
those
The
first
shit
Call of Duty
talking.
days.
Bro,
The
that
shit
shit
talking is
brings,
there.
yeah.
The shit talking's there. Hell yeah. Like I didn't even know who it was. I think somebody like I remember I took a picture of like when I won and got first place, and then I sent it to like, hey yo, still got it. My friends were looking at the gamer tags like, who the fuck is this guy's name? It's like in your girl's guts.
Everyone's changing their name. I want to know how
What?
to change mine because I want to make something.
It's an
stupid
Activision.
like
You
that.
have to change it to Activision.
Oh, why I gotta do the most? Like, why
Yeah.
can't I just change it to?
You gotta do it because that's mine's supposed to be Compa Andres, but in Call of Duty it says Andres.
Yeah.
So like you could change it to there. But luckily you could change it still, so it's all good. It's not bad. But again, that's the reason why I like this game so much is that it's bringing people together. It's bringing a lot of it's the first big launch of crossplay. I know Fortnite does it, other games do it,
Yeah.
but Call of Duty is a shooter that does it,
Yeah.
and is bringing all these custom games. Rockets only. Like I love the fact that we played. It was 2 a.m. My bad.
It's
It
crazy.
was 2 a.m. We go to the caves. I forget the map already. Cause what it's called.
Oh, I don't know what it's called. There's the caves though, and
The
the nighttime.
caves, and at nighttime you put realism on.
Realism, bro.
And then you
That's what-
fucking go in there, no HUD, no heads up display or anything, and you're just running around with rockets. And I'm just laughing my ass off,
Had
like,
a
dude,
blade.
I don't hear shit. I can't only see. I can't
Bruh.
see shit. I can only hear stuff. And that was like one of the funnest moments already that I had in Call of Duty because it's just fun. That was like one of the best moments so far right now.
Yeah,
But the one thing that I hate in Call of Duty so far is fuck claymores. If you run claymores, go fuck yourself.
I
that's
run
the
Claymore.
biggest
It's a
I
thing.
free
run
kill.
bouncing betties, bro.
Bouncing those games.
I
those
need to get
all
those
shit.
because them shit's annoying as fuck. I keep running into his on the fucking custom game.
I just
maps.
drop them, bro. I just drop them, and somebody's gonna go over them.
Man, fuck that shit. What have you been up to though?
But I mean, same Call of Duty. I mean, and that's the reason why I want to stick on Call of Duty for a second because it kind of leads us into the news a little bit.
Everybody's
What's the
in
news?
Call of Duty.
News.
You didn't
Hey,
miss
wait.
that, bro. You
You
can
know-
do that.
Hey,
You can't hit me with that.
That's a combo thing. That's a me and Mikey thing. Okay, so
God
you
damn
can't
it.
do that.
hey, you know how yesterday I said I was gonna go to bed,
You didn't go to bed.
bro?
How long did you
my
play?
my Call of Duty was up, and I was like, let me just see who's on.
Whole
my
squad be on, bro.
my
What you
homie,
mean?
yeah, my homie was on, and the whole squad was on, and I was like,
You got to.
let me hop in real quick. I hopped in, bro. First game, 16-0. Choppers in it. Bro, I was
Nice.
like, what the
Nice.
fuck? I played the next game, bro, and I went like 15-4 or something like that, and I was
That's
like,
how you get
all right.
Okay,
I was
let's
like,
go.
I was like, all right, I'm going to bed.
That's
Dude,
how
that's
you
what
get
one
addicted
thing-
right there. That's
Yeah.
how you get.
That's how it gets
That's
you,
like
man.
get there at like 3 in the morning. You're like, oh fuck.
Because that's the one thing I remember Call of Duty too is like, like I'm on a hot streak. Nah, I can't get off. I can't get off. And then when you lose, nah, I can't get off on the L. I can't get off on the L. I can't get off when I lose. Fuck that. Let's play one more.
Yeah.
And then you play that game and you do hella good. I'm hot right now. Let's keep going. I'm
Yeah.
hot
And then
right now.
it's
the,
like
the
gambling.
squads keep you in too.
Next
the
thing you know,
squads.
it's 4 a.m. You're like, hey, it was good.
They're like, one more. Just play one
But
more.
that's what it is. But everybody's been playing Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
That's like the one game.
That's
we're
the
playing.
game.
It's a
man.
great
That's
game.
the game.
That's the
Definitely
game
play
of
it.
the-
We
game of
recommend
the
it.
week.
10 out of 10. For me, it's a really good game. I don't know about 10 out of 10, but what's another cool thing that kind of brings us into the news
News.
is the campaign. Have you guys touched the campaign at all? Let me ask you guys that.
Ooh, I've gotten like 10 minutes in. I'm not deep. I'm still in a little forced. Have you played it at all?
I did. I
haven't
touched the
played it.
first one game.
Yeah, so I'm still like a little run, like a railroad, when like you're shooting them in the forest and like you have to run in. It's like all stealthy.
You're
Type.
very in the very, it's like
Very
one of the
beginning.
very first
Yeah.
missions. Yeah, I'm a
I'm
little bit
mostly
into
playing
it.
online.
I'm more of a. Once I do the campaign, I want to do like all of it.
So you haven't done it? You haven't touched it?
I kind of want to like binge it in a way.
Yeah.
Like when I play, I want to like.
I want to find out if it's co-op because I want to run it.
Oh,
Like, that'd be dope if all
so
4 of us can do it.
I don't know if the beginning is co-op, but I know that like you run the whole story and then like it doesn't finish off. It runs into co-op. So like the rest, you finish it off in co-op.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like in the special ops mode.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is
Spec
Or
Ops
in
mode
the
is
in
cool.
the.
It's actual campaign?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
So it finishes like you don't finish it off in like by yourself. I guess you finish it off in co-op.
That's dope. Make friends. Look at them. Look at Activision.
Look at you guys. But that's what happened. So, the campaign is really good. I'm trying to use a better word than good, but it's a really amazing campaign. It's really intriguing. It makes you love the idea of
Yeah.
how it goes back to the old Call of Duty days.
It's an Infinity Ward move, and
Yeah.
I stick by it. All right?
So-
they went back to do some fucking crazy shit like it should be.
So you know exactly. So the first things first. The first thing about campaign that you see is the graphics. They look amazing.
Amazing.
100%. Especially with your OLED. Whew, I wonder how the hell it look.
Beautiful.
It looked amazing, right? When you're on the phone, you're like, oh, look at these blacks.
Seeing everything.
65, right?
It don't
Leave me
matter
alone.
about the size,
Leave
okay?
me alone. Leave me alone.
That's what she said, okay? Doesn't matter about the size. So that's why I got your back, bro. Even though I'm hurting myself. I got
Yeah,
your
you're
back.
right.
That's what I'm talking about. What it do, baby? So the campaign, it looks amazing so far. The graphics, I mean, if you play it, when it goes to the cutscenes, you really, really like blown away by like, okay, this is what it really should feel like and look like. When you finally see Captain Price for the first time, I got a little good.
I'm bad with
little
names,
goosebumps.
dog. I don't remember anybody's name. I'm just
Price,
playing
he's
the
like
game.
the OG.
That's
He's
like the main one.
He's like the main guy.
Hey, bro, everybody look the same when I'm
It's
shooting
like
at
if
them,
you're
you know what I
talking
mean?
about Avengers, he's Iron Man. Like he's that guy who carries the whole thing. Like he's that dude.
Hey, if your name, the icon above your name doesn't pop up blue or green, I'm blasting.
I'm
So,
talking about the main. Okay, you know.
I don't know the
campaigns.
story, dog. I just
But
play
long
it.
story short, Captain Price showed up, and I'm like, oh damn, this is my guy, killing it. He's like, he's dope. He's like, that moment when I don't know if you played it, right? No, you haven't touched it.
We haven't touched campaign.
So when you finally see it, it's very early on. Like I think the next
Okay.
mission you get introduced to him,
I'm not there
and then
yet.
you're gonna be like, "Ooh, it's my guy."
Okay.
But the real reason why the people are we're talking about the news wise is because of how the realistic and people hate this mission. There's a certain mission in this campaign. I haven't personally played it yet,
Yeah.
but it's a callback to an actual thing that happened in actual like real life shit, and people don't like that.
Right. So it's like a drawback on like an actual thing that happened in real life. Not
Yeah.
exactly like identical, but like a similar scenario.
Yeah, so there's a mission, and it's called the Highway of Death, and it has sparked considerable backlash to the point that thousands of players have been review bombing the game on Metacritic.
Yeah, they were like,
So this
"Fuck
is
that
the
shit."
consumer's way of getting back at something that they don't like in game.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit,
That's
right?
bullshit.
Why do you think people do that though?
Because they don't want people, I guess, to reenact. Because I guess that video game violence thing, right?
They do
You don't want
violence,
to make
yeah.
it too real because then it
Bro,
becomes
but that's
real.
when they're so.
But I feel like it's a good way to
That's
tell a
when
story.
bro. That's when they're good because that goes back to the one in the airport
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
where you
No
have
Russian,
to go
I
and then
think-
you're like,
Exactly. An
My
Infinity
boy
Ward move.
Alex was the one who hit us up on Twitter. He was like, "Yeah, I think that mission was called No Russian, because the idea is like you're sneaking to the airport, and
Yeah.
if you speak Russian, you get caught. And so that's why the guy's like, no Russian, you don't speak Russian, and that's when you do that mission in Call of Duty in Modern Warfare 2.
I kind of want to play that mission now.
I mean, you definitely can. I think I don't know if they blocked it now. Like if you try to
That
download
shit
it, I
better
think
not
they
be blocked.
specifically said, "Nah, you can't play this shit."
They took it out of the game.
I think so, but I think if you had like the original one or some shit, I don't know. I
Wow.
keep hearing some weird shit, but I don't go back to that because when you start thinking about it, I'm like, that's a
You
fucked
might be
up
giving me
level.
alternative
That's a
facts.
really fucked up level.
I look remember playing it.
But that's the reason, right? So, right, there's in the real world, the name Highway of Death belongs to a road in Iraq. In February 1991, American-led Allied forces bombed retreating Iraqi forces up and down this road for roughly 2 days. Russian forces were distinctly absent from the attack, more to the point the attack was heavily criticized to display excessive force, and it immediately preceded America's decision to call for a cessation of hostiles in Iraq. In other words, what we have is a fake war crime that has distinct parallels in real world crime with Modern Warfare attributes to a country which wasn't involved in the original incident. Granted, nobody ever said Modern Warfare would be true to life recreation of wartime, but Infinity Ward repeatedly stressed that it would reflect the world that we live in. I remember we talked about it a very long time ago because I think they were talking
told us
about.
it was coming.
They told us it was coming, especially with the kill streak. They said there was a kill streak with gas, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, you're gonna use actual gas? Like fuck that, that's real life. Don't
Yep,
do that,
fucking
no." And then Call of Duty was like, "This is a war game. Like we're going to use aspects of real war. If
Yeah.
not, it's not gonna be real."
As they should.
And so they kind of use this idea of the highway of death, and they use that into the game, and people are like, "No, no, no! Like, what are you doing? Like, you're switching your." Not only are you kind of changing history, but you're telling it a little bit wrong, and people are just saying like, "Why would you do that? Why would you use this in the first place?"
Okay.
And then that's why they're like review bombing this game, which again, it's a war game. You're gonna expect real shit like that
I feel like shows like South Park do this all the time.
all
You
the
know what I
time,
mean? So like
all the fucking time.
it's because they changed the story, changed the name up slightly. Now it's an offensive because you know what they're referencing. Like that was the point. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, you want people to, I mean, again, it brings light to it. It brings people to be like, okay, this is what happened. This is some fucked up shit. Like, even early in the campaign, like, you'll get to it too, where you'll see the people, like, in cranes.
Yeah.
And then you see the people, like, they're noose to it. They're hanging on to it. And then you see the crane or, like, the machine start going up, and he starts hanging the people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's some real shit too. I'm like, God damn, like this is some real fucked up shit. Probably
I didn't get
true.
into the
This is
campaign now.
probably true. Like what I saw in the game is probably true in that part of the world that I don't know about. But I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't need to see this review bomb. No.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm like, this is some fucked up shit, and I'm like, fuck.
I really hate the way that people are really trying to change the way these developers and artists really create their vision. Like you weren't there really drawing.
Yeah.
It. Like it was their vision. Like you didn't have to buy it. Like I don't know if there's any warning before you play the game.
There is. There's always a warning. Nowadays, there's always a warning where it's like,
Yeah,
hey, man, this is some
2019.
heavy shit. So just to let you know, you're playing this on your own risk and just letting you know. Like, they did that for sure. Like, when
Right.
play
So
the
you
campaign, they'll
know
let
you're going to get into this game with a lot of shooting. It's action. It's modern warfare. You're going to be in a war game. Did you expect not to see like war crimes or war like issues?
Yeah.
Like it's something you should expect into going into. So it's kind of weird to see them like really like offended.
But, okay, so do you feel like people always... do you think there's a better way for people like myself or consumers and people who do these rave bombs? Do you think there's a better way to do it? Or is this the right way of going about it?
Like putting it in a video game?
No, like the review bombing. Like,
Oh.
fuck that. I don't like that game. I don't like that piece of history in the game, whatever. The only thing I could do for you is review bomb it.
I mean, people always want to express their opinions on everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that the best way to go about it, or is it going to change or what?
I don't think you should go as far as say the entire game is bad because of one aspect of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because then if that's the case, then a lot of games would be bad if one piece of the game was bad. Like if the story was bad for like Destiny, which it was for the first year,
I
right?
would bomb it.
The multiplayer was good, and it still sold hella. All this is doing, honestly, in my opinion, just bringing a lot of publicity to the game, so they're gonna sell a lot more copies. It's a win-win on either end.
True. But the game's already out. But it just sucks. I mean, yeah, I feel like there should be a better way
Yeah.
to talk to them. Either go to the Reddit forums and fucking talk about it. Don't just review bomb it. I mean, but then at the end of the day, it's Call of Duty. You kind of know what you're getting into. I don't know how badly this will affect sales and all that stuff, but
I
like
don't
you
think it
said,
affects
any
sales
kind
at
of
all.
publicity is good publicity, right?
Yeah, I
People
don't
talking
think it
about
affects
this.
the sales.
Guess what? All those Christmas noobs, when they buy those games, oh, they're going to get the business.
Christmas zoobs.
Christmas noobs. My bad. I did say it
You're
pretty
good.
bad.
I mean, I just think because developers push up on that line of,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, they're realistic and crossing the border of what they guess shouldn't do in a game, I think it's good.
But like you
Really
said,
push
yeah,
those
like
lines.
don't restrict the guy. Don't restrict the creators, the developers. Don't be like, oh, man, I don't know. This might hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Like, nah, fuck it.
That's
Do what you
bullshit.
want. I'm glad they did it, too. I'm glad they just put whatever they want, made this into a real game as possible, and give us this kind of a good game
Right.
with crossplay. So it's just a really cool thing. But Call of Duty, I mean, I think it's going to be the subject for a good amount of time. I think it's going to be in the headlines this holiday season because of crossplay, because of the campaign, because of all this, and they're still going to be dropping more stuff. I think so. They intend to do all that stuff. So if I remember, I think Spec Ops are going to do more of that.
Oh, they're gonna add more and more.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, that's what they're going to do. So hopefully it's pretty cool.
That's the real deal.
Exactly.
I fuck with that.
But yeah, I mean, as far as Call of Duty goes, that's what's going to be it for Call of Duty. No more Call of Duty talk because
No more Call of Duty talk.
we got a lot more to talk about with this news.
What we got? What we got?
I mean, where do you want to go? We go drive the boat. We
Hey,
can go.
you driving the boat, dog? Where we
We
going?
could talk about BlizzCon, how they fucking shit up. Actually, let's talk about BlizzCon real quick because
up with
they're annoying me a little bit.
Are they annoying you?
Because I feel like they're hella indecisive. So BlizzCon's coming up. If you guys remember last year's BlizzCon, they dropped the ball. A lot of people didn't like it.
Mhm.
They announced like Diablo for mobile and all this stuff, and they're like, is this a joke? Like, there's a dude who literally got up and asked the guys and was like, hey, is this a joke or like what the fuck? And everybody's like, that's a fucked up question to ask
Damn.
the actual developers. They actually went up and were like, yeah, man, this is a joke. It's going on, but. And I think a lot of people are going to be talking about BlizzCon right now is because of obviously they're trying to make up for last year,
Mhm.
but BlizzCon is all about it's going to be in Hong Kong and stuff, and it's going to be very heavily talked about all of, over there in that area because of everything that's happening over there with the protests and how Blizzard
Yeah,
and
so
all
trying
that.
to bounce back from that.
They're trying to, right? So that's what is going on. But as far as the BlizzCon, the annual gaming convention held by Blizzard, it kicks off on November 1st, and then rumors are already beginning to even happen before it actually starts. The first thing that they're saying is Diablo 4.
Yep.
And what the other thing that they're talking about is that you might know about this or like about this, or I want to ask you about this.
We're gonna talk about this.
Overwatch
Overwatch
2.
dose.
How do you feel about the Overwatch dose? That's the rumor. They're saying Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2.
I mean, shit. I don't know what what they change dramatically. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what
are
I'm
they gonna
fucking trying to
change?
figure out.
I think maybe add, I guess, a more story because the Overwatch lore is kind of getting bigger to bigger. Like I feel like their fan base is definitely getting bigger and expanding,
Yeah.
and like they're definitely developing a story behind a lot of these characters, and they have new characters joining. There's like tied into the main story, so maybe they'll add like a story, like campaign Overwatch 2 with the multiplayer, maybe a couple different gaming modes. I don't know.
It's so much to do when it comes to that game because I think you and me were the only ones who really played Overwatch.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. I mean, I fuck with Overwatch too, and I've always liked how this game had longevity, and like it's a game that people still talk to this day.
Right.
They have tournaments. They have, I think, the Shockers,
Yeah,
the
it's
ones who
still,
won the tournament.
Overwatch League.
Like there's Overwatch League, and I think it just ended with like again SF. I think they won. Shout out. But again, like there's longevity, and there's always new leveling, new things that they're adding onto the game.
Okay.
So for me, when they're saying, "Oh, Overwatch 2," I'm over here thinking, how big of a change is it for it to be another base game that I have to pay $60 for? Like, how big of a change is it gonna be for me to be like, all right, sounds good,
Yeah.
right?
Um.
If it's one of those reskins, I'm gonna just drop a lot of skins. I'm gonna drop new heroes because that's the idea of so far. Rumor is that they're changing ults and supers and all that stuff. They're changing those things,
Yeah, but they already do that anyway. Like,
right?
Yeah, they've been
doing them already.
Add in, take them out. They already like rebalance the game like anyway.
And so that's the reason why I feel like Overwatch 2, I'm okay. I don't know how I feel about it if they do an Overwatch 2. I feel like if they do a roadmap, because that's what a lot of games are doing, like, hey, this is the roadmap. If they do like Overwatch, it's kind of like Fortnite in a sense, right? Fortnite season 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next thing you know, they just completely wiped it and said, hey, here's Fortnite chapter
Season
2 or
chapter 2. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Like if they do that with Overwatch, I'll be perfectly happy with that. If they do all these things differently and say, hey, get hyped, get excited, this is what's new, this is the roadmap, I'll be way more happier than that rather than them saying, hey, here you guys go, here's
But I mean,
give us
games
$60.
Games like Destiny did the same thing.
Well,
How
that's
you
the
feel
reason.
about Destiny 2?
And it felt like a money grab. Destiny was a huge like that. Destiny was like the number one who started that trend where it's like, hey, money grab. Hey, here's Destiny 1, but don't forget we got the these new DLCs dropping.
Yeah, so they added new weapons, whole new story. I mean, it kind of gives them a chance to, I guess, remake the game into a better, or I guess rebalance and recreate what they really wanted to do. Especially down the road, like now you have those little like side campaigns I was talking about, but even still, I can see them just throwing that in there anyway because it's just a game of service. Like it's not really much to update.
Yeah, and then think about maybe they just need more money at that end too. Like, hey, we're trying to get more money out of this. Like, it has to be big enough for me to be like, all right, you got a point. I'll buy this game.
Honestly,
If
I
they
feel like
change,
Overwatch is making money.
I was what?
Blizzard. I feel like Blizzard's making money with all these games, and
Oh,
especially
of
with the
course.
Overwatch League going.
Yeah.
I feel like, how much money do you need from me?
How much money y'all need, man?
Yeah, you got on ESPN Plus. I watch your shit. I have people playing for you professionally. Of course, someone's invested into them. Like that's a lot of money.
So exactly right. So the league pretty much says that it's going to be announced in Overwatch 2. It's going to be a short cinematic. Nothing happened. Nothing happened at all back there. But there's going to be a short cinematic, and it's going to be May, Tracer, Winston, and a younger Genji. He has that a potential sequel will include both PvE and PvP. And the new leveling system will change certain abilities for each hero. For example, there will be an upgrade change to Tracer's Pulse Bomb that makes it so if you stick an opponent, all units close to the target got stuck will also be stuck with the pulse. So it's the same thing, but again, it's just like they're changing it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, so it sounds like they're making some of the characters like their abilities more PvE like, where you can actually like play this as like a story in a campaign.
If they give me a campaign, I might actually be like, okay, I'll buy it.
Yeah,
because I love the lore. Like you said, the lore of this game is pretty good. Like people love it.
I like the lore too, especially that when you play your favorite characters and you realize they're related to this character and they used to work under this character, because the skins will tell you a little story. Like when you have some skins and they're like, oh, this is Commander or whatever. Yeah. You can see what they used to do. But this would be a good way to tell that story.
Exactly. PvE, I want to know more about the villains and like Reaper and like how
the villain group Talon, I think it's called.
Exactly, right? So I want to know. I would definitely want to know more about that, and if they throw in a campaign of that, that'll be great. I'll be like, you know what? I'm worth that. I like the lore, I like the game. I'm gonna go ahead and
$60
pick that. I mean,
just for that?
Shit. They gotta do more PvE, more. They gotta give me something.
I'll do a 30. I'll pay 30.
Who knows? We'll find out November 1st during this BlizzCon rumors, and let's say Overwatch 2. I mean, did you ever even play Diablo 4 or any of the Diablo
series? I didn't even touch Diablo.
I played it for a little bit. It's very.
I heard it's really hard.
It's a lot of things happen. A lot of things are happening. I played it like a good month, and I just remember like this is a lot of shit happening. I can't even tell you what's going on, to be honest with you.
Do?
Like caves and dungeons that you kind of go into and play, and next thing you know, I'm just spamming like square and X using my abilities. I'm like that just tapping shit away, seeing the life go down and all that stuff. And next thing you know, I'm like, hey, what's good? Like it's fun to play, but at the end of the day, I'm like, it's a little too much for me.
It didn't sound too fun. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot. It's certainly, if you weren't there for the beginning, you ain't there for the end.
You didn't sell me on it. I'm not playing it.
I mean, I wouldn't even be able to sell you Diablo 4. I wouldn't be able to.
Someone likes it.
People love it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But you know what else people love?
What they got?
I have no idea. So let's talk about
McDonald's.
Let's finish with the gaming news so we can talk about entertainment, because there's a lot of entertainment news that I want to get into and talk to you about.
Okay. What we got, baby?
EA is treating Apex Legends as an annual shooter.
An annual shooter.
Yes.
Like
how do you feel about Apex?
I love Apex. You know, that's my go-to.
That's your go-to, right?
Okay, what do they mean by annual shooter? Keep talking to me.
So this is the idea behind Apex. So obviously Apex is EA and Respawn. EA is the ones who kind of releasing all that stuff. It's under their umbrella. And what they did was that EA had a quarterly call, and they kind of just talked about their numbers, talked about the future, talked about all these things. And Apex is doing so good because they announced that they have 70 million players on Apex.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Squad. That's a big squad. There's a lot of people.
Squad.
Right. So now that they know that the success of, I fucked that one up pretty bad. The success of Apex, they want to be like, okay, you know what? We're going to have Apex as our annual shooter. Before Apex, the annual shooter for EA was Battlefield.
Oh.
So they're pretty much saying, Battlefield, deuces. You get the cut. We don't want you no more.
About time. Let's move on to bigger and better things.
Well, that's the idea, right? So EA is like, you know what? Apex, you're a pedestal right now. You're going to be the face of EA in a second. And so they announced EA, and they're going to be doing a lot more events, more seasons. Going to go more into it. They're going to definitely put more effort and resources into Apex.
Now they realize that Apex is actually making money.
To make money, because of the battle passes. I mean, that's the key for everything now, and that's what they're going to be trying to do. So essentially, what they're doing is, again, that's going to be the head of EA, and they're pushing back Battlefield. As a Battlefield, you played Battlefield before, right?
Battlefield, yes.
How do you feel about it? Like,
I love Battlefield.
You love it enough?
Battlefield more than Call of Duty at one point in time.
Well, guess what? You can't play that shit no more.
They're not supporting it
anymore?
anymore?
They're essentially going away from it, and they're going to be exploring more opportunities for other games. That's their idea.
They should. Battlefield was good back in like Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 was good. I really fuck with that one. But I think they do need to take a step back, because like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 was like really like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
It definitely happened because EA's been fucking with Battlefield easily since 2003. Like,
because it made
2013. It's been their shooter. Like, they try to make that their game. But EA is still trying to be like, hey, we're still going to be working on games, but we still want to make sure we don't let go of single player games. And hopefully for EA, Jedi Fallen Order is going to be their saving grace for single player.
I don't know. I'm not even.
You heard reviews about it so far?
I haven't heard reviews.
They're saying it's fucking solid.
They're saying it's good?
People are saying Jedi Fallen Order is fucking amazing. People are saying that from the review that I forgot where I saw the review, but they're saying that it's Jedi Fallen Order is a game that's right. It takes everything from other games that they do right, single player games, like the story, the combat, like it's very familiar from other games, and they kind of mash it together and they kind of put it into a Star Wars universe game.
Sounds whack.
You know, why is it whack? Don't hate on Star
Wars,
Wars, bro.
Star Wars dude. Honestly, like
you ain't a Star Wars dude.
I'm not.
I don't know why get the fuck out of my podcast, then.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Yeah, I'm huge. I am anything Star Wars, dude. I fucking eat it up.
I want to get into Star Wars.
That shit
I've
up.
been asking people like what order I should watch it in. Like I'm gonna try. You know, I'm gonna try.
So you're saying
Hey.
I know, I'm trying to move back.
It's gone.
So have you seen all of Star Wars?
I've seen movies 1, 2, 3, Rogue One, Solo.
Oh my God, Tambo.
Pieces of Clone Wars.
You don't fuck with Star Wars either, though, huh?
Nah, nobody fucks with Star Wars.
God damn, am I the only nerd when it comes to Star Wars?
Your boy Mikey, he's gone though.
the one time I might eat in Mikey, and he's not here to back me up. Fuck you,
sorry.
Mikey.
I'm not good enough for you.
Well, I just back me up in this story. because I love Star Wars and I love that single player and I'm super excited for Fallen Order. Super excited.
What are you most excited for?
Just the world, the lore, the time that it's in, and it's just everything. Like they're hunting. It's after officially. It's after.
So like the story is what you're coming for?
Yeah, it's after 3 where like they start killing all the Jedis, and like hey, they're hunting you down.
So is this after 3 before
4
Rebels or Rogue One? I mean,
it's like yeah.
It's like yeah.
Before it's like a little bit before Rebels when there's hunting on the Jedi. Like so it's before.
So before what? Like I'm trying to break
It's
this
after
like,
3. It's after
3 before 4.
Yes.
Before they get the blueprint for the Death Star,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So what are they really
so
doing
much.
in Fallen Order then? Like what are they going for? Like are they just you said they're just hunting Jedi? Like that's the
Yeah.
whole game?
Because after they execute Order 66, they're like, all right, that's the order to kill all the Jedi. See, you don't fuck. All right, cool. So in number 3, in Star Wars 3, right? There's a Palpatine's like, yo, execute Order something, like, and then that's the order to execute all the Jedi.
Yeah.
Right.
I seen that.
You seen that part, right?
I seen it.
Seen it.
I
Right.
seen it.
So after that period, there's still Jedi around the world,
Of course.
and so they're trying in Jedi Fallen Order. They're in that time
So this is
period.
right after 3.
I don't know. I can't give you the exact time and fucking year. I don't know, but I could just give you that
you're a fake
fucking
fan.
general idea.
Nerd.
Call me out.
Nerd. Yep.
Call me out like that.
Okay, you want to talk Star Wars with me?
You don't even know. Why you give me this shit? God, I feel so hurt. I feel attacked. Fuck y'all for bringing
Trying to
this
speak
up.
Star Wars with me? You don't know what you're talking about, man.
EA is trying to make Apex their annual shooter, and they're letting go of stuff. During this annual call, there's 2 things that I want to talk about too that wasn't really kind of brought up. It's very brought up last minute.
Yeah.
NBA Live is officially done.
Like they stopped making them.
They're like, nah, fuck NBA Live. Like
Thank
2K, you're the
God.
king of games. Like you're the
God.
basketball game.
Some
2K.
NBA Lives were good. I did play a couple.
Get the fuck
Some of them
out
were
of
good.
here.
They had the smooth, like the shooting
You
NBA Live and the
stupid.
crossovers. Good, but I haven't played 2K20, but I heard
Nobody
like that
played it.
aspect is good.
It's
but
like FIFA and PES. It's like
Yeah,
you go for FIFA.
yeah. It's where the marketing is. Like it's just no support on
where that
NBA
is, right?
Live. You gotta do better.
So for NBA Live, they give it away. And then what? Another big news and kind of another thing that EA might be able to capitalize on is that the NCAA they announced that college players can get money off their likeness.
Like real money?
Yeah.
About time.
So California started it. Shout out California. They signed that bill that said, hey, if you're a college player and you look like you are in this state, you can make money off your likeness. And they made it like law.
About fucking time.
So
You know how much
California
money
did that.
NCAA was been
It was on
making
the
off
show on
those kids?
HBO called I think what was the show called on HBO? It's like LeBron's show. It's called
I
The
don't know about
Shop.
show. The Shop?
Yeah, watch it. It's pretty good. But they had Gavin Newsom on the show, and he said, hey, like this is the reason why we're doing it. There's a lot of college players, you know, like who they don't have the opportunity to make it into the big leagues, but while they're in the NCAA, they could definitely make money if they want to. And so he signed the bill on the show and everything.
Yeah.
That was like a month ago. And then now they're announcing that, hey, NCAA is like, hey, fuck it. Like, everybody's off their likeness. And the reason why it brings up this attention for EA is because they can finally bring back college football. College football was such a huge game for people.
Yeah.
I never really liked it because I'm like, it's fucking college football. Like, the fuck? Same shit as
Honestly,
Madden. Like, I don't care.
NCAA was making hella money, like millions off these
No,
kids. They don't
exactly.
get anything. And sometimes they get injured and they can't play in the big leagues. And then, like, all that money they made, they couldn't get anything.
That's exactly why this is like a big deal for a lot of people. And not only that, but it's like, okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
NCAA can't get sued anymore for people like trying to sue for their likeness. It's like, all right, cool. Hey, we'll make this game. If you're in it, here's some money.
That's how it should have
So
been.
a
from
lot
the
of
jump.
people could kind of get that. So it's really good. I mean,
Keep
it's
these
a,
kids
it's a
in
good
school. A lot of motivation. Honestly, I think
100%.
everyone should win.
Huh?
It's a win-win for everyone, for the players,
thing. Except, yeah.
for the school because their kids want to stay. At the
Except
school
for the
a lot
people in
longer.
the 1%. Those 1%, god damn it, they don't make this.
The 1% probably not even playing.
They went
So,
from making millions to just millions. That's the worst part. God damn, I don't make 10 million. Oh, I guess I'm cool with 8 then. Fuck. That's what's happening with them right now. They're like, I guess.
Lifestyles change that quick though. I understand, but fuck that.
But that's what's going on. So I mean, it's really cool. I think EA could finally. They're threading the needle just a little bit more to the good graces of, to the consumers.
Right.
If they play their cards right in the future, they could definitely make it a little bit better and make a better name for themselves. Hopefully that's what they do. Now they just got to execute it. Because they have this 10-year kind of like, hey, we're going to invest it in XYZ. But it's all up to execution, man. They got to make sure it happens.
EA just needs to sit back and let these developers engage with their audience and make the games great. That's all they need to do. Is to do
Make
nothing but
games great
support them
again.
and publish them. That's it. Market their games and let the developers handle the rest. That's it. And if they fuck up, drop them. Easy.
Hire Shawn to be your marketing
That's
manager.
You know
He
Boom.
got
It's
your
a little
back.
more detailed than that, but I mean, I feel like
Got your back.
if I had to simplify it, that's what they should be doing.
Easy, right?
So they should be doing. They let Apex do that. Now they're trying to get behind Apex. I'm a little nervous.
I know. It's gonna be see what happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of people because we're getting close to Q4 and getting close to like the end of the year. A lot of companies are announcing what's happening in the next year, 2020. That's gonna be the year, and a lot of things got announced today, and like it's kind of all over the place. I don't know what Tambo's doing, but we got a lot of things that got announced. First things first, the writers of Game of Thrones. I keep forgetting their names. What are their names again? I just can't say the boys.
The boys.
What's his name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
The guy right here in the paper.
Yeah.
Greg Berlanti.
Oh, that's somebody else. Somebody else.
That's on. I don't know. Is it like the George R. R. Martin dude? You talking about those?
No, the guys who actually create. I forget the boys.
I thought George.
The
R.
writers
Martin
of
was
Game
the
of
creator.
Thrones.
I'm confused.
Yeah, it's
I thought he was the writer.
George R. Martin, David Benoit, and
There you go,
D.B.
Tambo.
Wise.
DB Wise, their show got canceled.
What show was that?
Well, this was not in this news. I just wanted to mention it because they actually had a Star Wars trilogy they were supposed to make,
Okay.
and they were like, "Nah, we can't do it. We got a Netflix deal going on."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just super happy about that because again, Star Wars guy, Star Wars nerd a little bit.
What's wrong with HBO?
Those
making? They're gonna
guys,
get more Star Wars.
those guys were supposed to do a whole new trilogy for Star Wars. And you know how the last season of fucking Game of Thrones was complete trash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
why
I'm
they got
super
wiped?
happy that they're not writing this and kind of not doing it.
That's a whole different topic, bro.
It is a little bit, but I'm just want to bring that up because I just want to make sure that happens. But another thing that happens is the Game of Thrones prequel series with Naomi Watts is dead. This is what you like. This is what you're sad about. You wanted to talk
I'm
about
not that
this.
sad about this.
Why
I
you
have to
not
read
sad?
into it a little bit more. Because this was going to be, it was a Game of Thrones prequel, right? 1,000 Years of the Past with Naomi Watts. And then we're going to focus on really just the era. They're going to have like the Stark family with the direwolves, of course, and a couple other families.
Yeah.
But it wasn't going to involve the Targaryens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's honestly what Game of Thrones really was about the entire time. So like, I wouldn't say they dropped it for a good reason because I mean, obviously this would have been good. I feel like either way. But I feel like as far as like likeness, people would have been like on board with this.
Yeah.
Definitely people were here for the Targaryens. Definitely people were here for the dragons. Definitely people were here for the fucking direwolves. They weren't here for, I mean, some of it was really good. Like the little like interpersonal, like family, like
Yeah.
you fucked my family over. So
I'm going to kill
coming
your
after
family.
your family. Yeah.
I don't care if they're a
That
baby.
shit was
I'm gonna
good.
fuck
Don't
them
get me
up.
wrong, but then like once that got mixed in with dragons, it's kind of hard to fucking like be like, whoa, nah, now you can't just throw that at me and then
Mhm.
like take it back. So I feel like I'm glad they're doing that.
So it's pretty cool. And this happened, like, there's a lot of news going on, like, at this moment that, like, it just sucks because we're getting a lot of news coming out. This happened just kind of a while ago. But they canceled this show that was with Naomi Watts and kind of like what you were just talking about. They canceled that.
Yep.
And exactly what you were talking about, where it's like the
Brought back.
Targaryens are going to be the people
Yes,
to talk about.
sir.
So HBO has ordered a Game of Thrones prequel series called The House of Dragons,
Yep.
which will focus on the Targaryen dynasty and straight to series. So exactly what you wanted. They canceled this and said, you know what? Fuck this prequel.
I want to know why the Mad King was mad. I don't care about whatever happened with everyone else. All right. I want to know why Game of Thrones was a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're at least starting at some point in time so we can get a better understanding who the Targaryens were, what the dragons, what they did, how mythical they were.
So that's what they're doing.
a
So
lot of incest shit I'm pretty sure we're going to see.
the best. That was the best part of the show.
We see a lot of brothers and sisters fucking.
Yeah.
A lot
Game of
more.
Thrones.
A lot more.
And that's why people love the show.
You know?
but again, they're not letting this go. They're not letting go of this franchise that they got. They're not letting go of all this, and it's good because they're actually, like you said, they're getting people what they want a little bit with the House of Dragons, the Targaryens, how badass of the show that was, and I'm just glad they're not giving up on it and they're saying, hey, you know what? We're just gonna go a different direction.
Yeah.
Fuck this whole 1000 age. We're gonna go to the House of Targaryen. That's what we want. We want dragons. We want shit. All that stuff kind of rain and fire. So we're gonna go for that.
Yeah, I feel like they did make that show. I think that first prequel they canceled was supposed to be 1,000 years in the past. So like it's supposed to be with the White Walkers because
Yeah, 1000
I
years.
guess off of Game of Thrones, they was 1,000 years until they came again. So
Yeah.
like we got another White Walker story.
So I think that's why they want to avoid it too.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like we know
Feels
it's
the
gonna
same.
happen.
Yeah.
Somebody beat them obviously because
Yeah.
they were asleep for 1,000 years. So I guess it's just more background on Bran we'd get, but like Bran was like random at the time. Like as far as him being the king, it's just like okay, just give it to the guy in the wheelchair. I guess that makes sense. All right, hey, that's Game of Thrones. That's how they slapped it down. So
but I think they might have realized that, and it's like, hey, you know what? It's going to be too much of the same thing, so let's change that a little bit. But that's the reason why. So the reason why a lot of people are getting these Game of Thrones kind of news is because HBO essentially launched another streaming service. So streaming wars, so much shit going on now. It's ridiculous. But HBO Max, have you heard about that? We talked about it a little bit.
Is it finally going to be in 4K?
They finally announced that it's going to be coming out in May 2020.
But is it 4K?
Probably. I'm pretty
sure
some of the stuff.
Did you know HBO Go was not even 4K?
We
did not watch Game
today.
of Thrones
I learned
in 4K.
Today I learned that it's not in 4K.
We didn't watch Game of Thrones in 4K. Let that sink in.
Sorry, that hurts you, huh?
That hurts.
I mean, you bought a OLED for that?
I bought an OLED. I rewatched the Game of Thrones scenes, and then I did
some research. It's the same shit. It's the same shit, guys.
I did some research because it was a little pixelated because my TV obviously couldn't upscale everything perfectly. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Wasn't 4K. So now I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
When I buy HBO Max just to try it in 4K, you bet your ass I will. You know why? Because I got a fucking OLED, so I'm going to do that shit. Because I got to push my money where my mouth is.
But HBO Max is another streaming service through HBO. And they finally said it's going to be coming out May 2020. And what they wanted to do was they wanted to drop some heavy hitters. They wanted to announce Game of Thrones stuff. The mic's about to fall. Better catch it. They wanted to announce Game of Thrones stuff. They wanted to say, hey, there's going to be another thing called Strange Adventures, which is going to be described as a DC superhero anthology that will feature characters from across the DC canon.
Okay.
Right? So it's pretty cool. And they want to go more Green Lantern. Green Lantern is getting its own series.
Is it the black one?
I hope so. He deserves the fucking goddamn it.
I like the black one too.
I thought it was. I'm sorry.
You're not nervous. You're good.
So that's the reason why. So HBO Max is announced. It's $15 a month on top of all the other streaming services that you got. I'm telling you, dude, you might as well be paying for a cable subscription at this point. For me, at least. This is what I'm going to tell you what I'm going to have. By the end of next year, I'll have Netflix, Hulu, Disney, HBO
Disney
Max.
comes out next month, I think.
Yeah.
Disney? Yep. So
it's a lot.
You right.
Goddamn. 15, 15, 15, 15.
And next thing you know, you're going to have a cable bill again.
It's $60 already. I know some people have Amazon. That kind of counts as their shit with like Amazon video stuff.
That's why it's important to have friends.
Like,
so you can just like,
it's
I'll
a
pay
whole
for the Netflix.
lot.
You can pay for the Amazon, and we can just give each other the passwords, and both have each. You know what I mean?
You have to. I'm gonna give you a question.
What's up?
2 streaming services you have to pick. Which ones would they be?
2 streaming services, Netflix for sure, and recently I'm gonna lie, Amazon Prime got the sauce.
You could do. I'll let you. You could pick from Disney Plus or HBO Max. You could all of those. All of it. Like let's say everything is available right now.
For sure, I'm taking Disney because that's gonna strip fucking Netflix down to its fucking bones.
It already is damn near. So what else? So you'd pick Disney
Plus. I'm still taking Amazon Prime. I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna take Amazon Prime over Netflix? Damn.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Like, what is Amazon gonna be? Not Amazon. What is Netflix gonna be after Disney?
They got a whole bunch. They got Stranger Things. That's about it.
Exactly. Named like a couple, right?
They got some good movies that are out. I don't know on top of my head, but I know they got some good movies and stuff that I've seen before.
Like what, Bird Box?
Yeah. Amazing.
Was it?
No.
It was good.
I don't
think it was amazing.
But they definitely got stuff. I mean, they got things going on for themselves. So, and again, I don't know. The only thing about Amazon Prime that I would know and would want would be that sequel to The Office with Jim.
Oh.
When he's Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
when he's living a double life.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's the only show I'd watch. For me, it'd probably be Disney Plus and then Netflix. Those would be the 2.
And
maybe
it's in 4K UHD. Fuck you, HBO.
Yeah, Disney Plus and that. Tambo, what would you pick if you had to pick 2 streaming services all time?
None.
You'd pick just.
Tambo's a bad guest. What are you? He's about to eat the
mic.
mic.
What are you doing?
Fucking tubby. Put the mic down before you eat it.
You want to know how it sounds like to eat it? But no, it's cool. So again, because HBO Max is getting announced, they brought in this guy named Greg Berlanti. He's the guy who kind of oversaw the DC Arrowverse crossovers from the CW. Do you remember watching the CW stuff?
The CW when we had like
the CW
Static Shock and shit.
Yes, I'm talking about the CW. But now, like this,
Are we talking about like the network?
2019 CW. Yeah.
No.
So they had the show with the Arrow, the show with.
They play all that on the CW.
Yeah,
Flash and
the
shit.
Flash, Arrow, DC Legends or some shit like
Lex
that.
Luthor.
Supergirl.
I think they had Supergirl, Jessica Jones.
All those the crossovers,
Black Light-
those big
yeah.
ass crossovers that they do. He's the one who holds that down.
He needs to step his game up then.
Well, he is stepping up his game up because he's gonna be developing the pair of DC comic projects for HBO Max, which is Strange Adventures, and then Green Lantern. And when it comes to Green Lantern, I hope it's a black one. Forgot the guy's name already. What's the
Got
guy's
the
name?
black one. I'm not watching it. I forgot the Black Lantern's name.
Fuck it. What's the black? Hey, Tambo.
Dumbo, Black Lantern. I know there was Hal Jordan because that was the one that they always threw in my face.
Yeah, but
And I wanted to say that dude was named.
you just said his name.
I didn't say his name. Like
Al Jordan, no?
no, that was the white one.
No?
Yes.
I thought that was the black one.
Bro, no. The Green Lantern had two names. There was a black one. There's a white one. The white one is Hal Jordan. The black one I want to say is like Michael something.
I don't know. We got to figure it out because we want that guy.
I
We
want
want
to
that
find out.
one.
Keep going.
We want Idris Elba.
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. We want Idris Elba to be Jon Stewart.
You got the exact actor. Oh, we can get like a young one and get Michael B.
Ooh.
Jordan.
Yo, Michael B. Jordan on that shit would be
Yo,
nice.
That'll be fucking
That would be
hilarious
dope.
and funny
Yeah,
and
that's tight,
good
tight,
because you know it's Michael B. Jordan.
Yo, that'd be dope.
Make that happen.
Make it happen, HBO.
Come on, Greg. Make
Michael
that
B.
happen.
Jordan. He's the one. Did you see how he said Naruto on like a clip?
Michael B.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Naruto. Or like he said it so stupid. Like he said he said it like
You know that really grinds my gears sometimes.
he says
They really fuck up
obviously
the anime
Naruto,
names.
right? He used to say it like that. He say it, you know,
I
with
mean, I
that
don't
flair.
Say, I don't say it with like. I
I
don't
say
say it
it.
with the flair.
I say it like
respect you,
fucking.
though.
I was like Naruto. I was like that. But he already said Naruto. Like he actually pronounced two like at the end.
Number 2.
Naruto. He said it hella funny, and I'm like, God,
I gotta see
Michael
the
B.
interview
Jordan.
because like
This is bad.
it might not be that bad. I'm not sure.
But
gotta
I
watch
just remember that. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for HBO Max. It's another streaming service that I'm for sure gonna get. But like I said, I'm just too many streaming things.
So you're
dude.
gonna watch if they drop like
It's just too much.
a lot of DC shows on HBO Max
Yeah.
versus the shows you're gonna get from Marvel, and you have to pick one. Which one you picking?
Marvel.
You're fucking fake, dog.
Marvel?
No, that's a good pick.
Marvel. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They
Marvel's
have
gonna
too
be
much
fire.
shit there. Especially because they already said that all the Marvel shows, the Disney Plus shows, are going to be connected to the actual Avengers movies and stuff.
Beautiful.
I'm in there, you know.
It's gonna be like
I'm
a
in
never-ending
there.
story.
I want to see the Wanda show, all that stuff. The Bullseye, no fucking Hawkeye show. Is that Hawkeye show still going to be made because of all those allegations and shit that he got? Do you know?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know how heard about that, right? The whole allegations between that guy, Jeremy Renner.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner apparently like called his wife and was like threatening to kill her and shit like that or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a bad time.
Pull up on him?
Yeah, pull him with a strap. I was like, nah.
Not before the
Bad
movies
news
are
bears,
made.
bro. So
Clear
I don't know what's
bag.
going on with that, but that would be it. But because of all these streaming wars, we gotta say R.I.P. to PlayStation View. That streaming service that nobody had is officially gone.
Didn't they just drop the price like a couple weeks ago?
They dropped it for PlayStation Now, which is the PlayStation
Oh,
Now is
okay,
different from
PlayStation
View.
Now is
View
not-
is the streaming service that you were supposed to pay. PlayStation View had like a $35 and then like an $80 one, and if you bought the PlayStation View, it came with the packages of HBO, Showtime, and like other channels and stuff like that.
Oh, I think my mom had that.
Yeah, so Sony essentially, PlayStation View will be shut down on January 30, 2020, and they blame it on, unfortunately, the high competitive pay TV industry with expensive content and network deals have been slower than we expected. And because of that, they just said, hey, we want to focus on more of our gaming business, and they're going to shut down PlayStation View.
So they
And
weren't able to secure these deals.
They couldn't secure the bag.
And so they
Unfortunately,
gotta
they couldn't get the
drop it.
bag. So essentially, January 30, 2020, if you still have PlayStation View, which I believe none of my friends that I knew of or anybody that I knew had it.
I
It was
think
a
my
great way
mom
to
had
cut
it.
the
I
cord.
think my mom had it.
It's a great way to cut the cord, but because of all these streaming deals, it makes no sense to have like a
Yeah,
hub
what
of
do you- what
like
do you
everybody together,
Right.
because they're gonna be like, no, we want our own service, so fuck you, we're gonna pull out of PlayStation View, Netflix, all that stuff.
Right. Now you can download these apps on the PlayStation anyway, so like what's the use?
It's crazy. So that's the reason why PlayStation View is getting shut down. Another thing, quick sidetrack, because I forgot about that. You know the reason why people talk about HBO Max?
What's up with HBO Max?
You know how much they paid to get the rights to stream South Park?
HBO?
HBO got the rights to stream South
You
Park.
can stream South Park on Hulu though.
Not anymore, because it was a stream. It's like again, this is streaming wars. Like their contract goes
they
up.
took it off.
They're going to eventually in May 2020, because HBO Max got the deal to stream South Park.
I need HBO Max to get the fucking
You know how
deal
much
to
fucking they
fucking
pay
stream
for
in 4K.
All you want is 4K. My boy Flowers will get HBO Max. All
Yeah, all I want
is
is 4K. I just got a new TV, dog. I just fucking upgraded.
Bro,
Why is nothing I can find in fucking 4K?
they're paying $500 million for South Park.
Hey, they making bank.
They making money. The creators of those guys, Trey Parker or something like that, Stone
Trey
something,
Parker.
something like that. I forget the other guy's name, Stone or some shit.
I want to say Seth something.
They're set for life, bro. $500 million just for the streaming rights.
Do you know how South Park like started? Like with the little like paper
Clips,
skits?
right?
Bruh.
Paper, like it was paper, and now all of a sudden they got full animations. Like it's crazy.
Man, what a come up.
Come up
Started
on those
from the
guys,
bottom
man.
for real, from scratch, literally.
From little. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy for that. HBO Max is another reason why I'm probably gonna get. I'm for sure gonna get HBO Max.
I need to do some research to see if HBO. Hey, Tambo, you there, baby? Son, can you look up and tell me if HBO Max is gonna be in 4K?
Just look at them.
HBO Max. I need to know if it's gonna be in 4K because if it's not in 4K, don't get it, guys. Don't touch that.
Not
shit.
even worth.
Don't touch that shit. Even if you don't have a 4K TV, because you're gonna get one because we all living our best lives and things will come when we need them most. So don't get it if it doesn't have 4K.
Wait.
What's up?
No, HBO does not.
It doesn't have HBO Max? No, not HBO Max. MAX. Yeah, so hit HBO, type it in like that, and then type MAX. 6 letters. I'm holding. Please hold.
God damn it. So let's get into some listener questions because that was
Yeah,
it for the
go
news.
ahead. The news.
Well, that was a good amount of news. I like it.
Yeah, dog.
It's pretty cool. Jeez, we don't need Mikey. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, we don't. Fuck him.
Because fuck him. That's why. I always like that shit. But we do got some listener questions. Our boy Adam Wisher always coming through.
Big A.
He wants to know predictions for 2020 Game of the Year. Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Last of Us 2, Cyberpunk, something else. Hands down, Adam, you baited me. Obviously, it's going to be The Last of Us 2. No brainer. It's going to be Game of the Year for the next 5 years. That's facts. And then why are you saying no? It's not 4K?
No.
Damn, HBO Max is not going to be 4K?
Right now, there's no word on whether HBO Max will offer streaming video in 4K
Damn.
or high dynamic range resolution. Currently,
It's
the
still early,
HBO
bro.
now
It's still
streaming
early.
service.
Wait till they actually officially announce it. It's don't
However,
lose
with
hope.
Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, the upcoming Disney Plus service, all offering 4K streaming videos.
For $15 a month, I better get fucking
Bro,
HDR on my shit.
HBO is the most expensive one and they don't have 4K. Let that sink in. But look.
Game of the Year. I mean, I think it's a little bit too early for sure, but I mean, you're baiting me. Last of Us 2 again. Game of the Year next 5 years.
I'm looking forward to November 9th, dog. You know what happens November 9th?
What happens on November 9th?
Death Stranding. I'm rooting for Death Stranding for Game of the Year. I'm
Why?
rooting for it because, bro,
I don't see what's going on with this game. I don't know.
Exactly.
This game, I don't want.
exactly
I'm not in on this game. I'm not sold. I'm 100%. I'm not even interested.
because
That's
you don't
the
know
worst
what's
part about it.
You first of all,
I know what it's about. You carry a baby and you take a piss in fucking rocks. But that's about it. I'm not.
Bro,
it's a
you don't
Kojima
know.
game. Like
That
you
didn't
know,
make sense. That
you're
sentence,
getting all this shit.
Bro,
like, no, I'm not
that
even
literal
interested in this
sentence
game.
didn't even make sense. So you don't know
That-
what you're talking
the
about.
game doesn't make sense.
And that's
What
the
do
best
you
part.
mean?
You gotta play it to find out.
I'm cool, man. I got
Game of the
better
year,
things
bro.
to play. I got.
Game of the year, Adam.
See, November 9th. You know what happens like a week after?
What happened?
Jedi Fallen Order. My time and money's gonna be in that. Easy.
No.
Jedi Fallen Order is gonna be better than Kojima's.
It's gonna be just like every other EA game. It's gonna be
Don't you disrespect
bad.
it? Nope.
It's gonna be rushed.
Baseless facts, bro. Fake news.
No, I'm just playing. Maybe not. I don't know.
But I feel like, I mean, Death Stranding, I know why there's a lot of hype because of that. It's kind of like that double-edged sword was like you're trying to reel people in, but at the same time, it's like,
They got
what
me
am I
hooked.
playing? They got you hooked off
They
what?
got me hooked.
Like, how did they hook you? What did they do?
They got me hooked off curiosity. That's the first way to
Curiosity?
get people to get the game.
Have you heard of this thing? Since curiosity killed the cat.
Hey, look, and I'm
You
willing
gonna
to- I'm
die,
willing to test
Flowers.
it.
You gonna die.
I'm willing to test I'm willing to risk not knowing what I'm getting, and then know what I'm getting and still have it be bad.
The fuck? What do you call me? What the hell did you just say?
I'm saying I would rather risk not knowing what I'm getting, right?
Okay.
And then having it risk it being good or bad than me buying another like sequel to a game or a game they've heavily advertised.
Okay.
And then I still get it, like Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Right, I know it's gonna be about. I've seen
You
some
don't know what it's
gameplay.
about. What do you mean?
Anyway, and I still get it, and it's gonna be bad.
So you're gonna risk it to get the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. Just
But-
like they are.
But you're already
and
saying
I'm
game of
hyped
the
for
year.
it. I'm saying game of the year, dog.
How are you gonna say game of the year?
Because
though?
Kojima's never failed me.
So you're just gonna forget Spider-Man? You gonna forget?
Yeah,
You gonna forget that one?
dropping it.
You said fuck it.
Dropping it.
What's the
Death Stranding. Maybe Pokemon.
ballsy, bro?
No, I'm just playing.
Yo, next month is gonna be crazy full of you.
Next month is hectic. While we're on this topic of new games coming out, I think Mario Luigi Mansion 3 comes out this month.
Hell yes, it comes out. Yes, it comes out the October 31st. I think.
Comes out October 31st.
I think it comes out like
and
literally the end of the
I've
month.
seen that if you go and get it first day launch from Walmart, they give you like a discount on it.
Really?
Yeah, so
me
I
see
think it's
when
like
Luigi
$10
Mansion-
off, so you
might
get it
come
for
out
$50
today.
instead of your classic $60. $10 off, not a lot, but it's worth it on the fucking day one game. You never know it's gonna be good or bad, right? $10 off Walmart Luigi's Mansion 3.
I'm trying to see if it comes out today. Tambo, does it come out today?
Luigi's Mansion?
Luigi's Mansion 3. I don't know if it comes out today or October 31st.
Today
I gotta figure that out.
is a new day.
But that's a good game. I mean, I've always liked Luigi's Mansion games. Actually, really one of the good ones. Luigi always stands out and kills it. I always remember playing the first one and just spamming the Mario button to like Mario. It's like saying hella scary.
Initial release day October 31st.
Yeah, it's like Halloween.
On
so it's pretty
Halloween,
good.
yep.
So.
So go ahead and get you that copy. There's no excuse. $50 is
It's
a lot of
already
money,
out
but
now.
it's not as much as 60.
Because of the podcast, we're doing it.
Oh
today.
yeah,
It's out now. Go copy. Yeah, you started too late.
Let me shut up. You got a boat.
It's out now. Go ahead and get yourself Luigi's Mansion. I've played the first two. They've been great games. They haven't failed me. It's a fun game. It's a fun pick me up game. So another listener question that we got. Let's go back to them because I had it open. But then I
Back to the
closed it.
questions.
Let's see.
Who
Ooh,
else
this is a
got
good
some
one.
stuff?
The Platinum Grade Podcast. Another podcast listeners. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to Planet. What is it?
Platinum
Platinum
Grade,
Grade.
Podcast.
I want to say Planet
They
Grade.
asking, what is your favorite game from each gen? Oof.
Like each gen, like
Damn.
PlayStation
That's hard.
and up type
Yeah.
gen.
From when you were from,
I
I
didn't
guess
have a lot
the
of.
gens that you from the consoles that you played. I'm guessing.
I didn't have a lot of consoles. I had Mario. I had the Nintendo 64, which my favorite game on there was the
WWE No
Mario
Mercy.
64. No,
WWE No Mercy. Played hours into that shit.
Mario 64 is definitely my favorite game off of that. I had the GameCube. I had a lot of games for the GameCube. But my favorite game was definitely Mario Kart Double Dash. Definitely a classic. There's no
You
Mario
went for
Kart like it.
classics. Damn. Okay.
And then I had the PlayStation 2. My favorite game. That's a real hard one because
PlayStation 2 was
that was
Go.
pretty much like the booming era. Like every
Go.
video game under the sun was dropping. It was just all great shit.
yeah.
But Need for Speed, Undercover 2, or Most Wanted, those I kind of put those in the same bracket. Need for Speed, and then I have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 as like my
That's
two.
that's the one for you.
What is that
Budokai
supposed
3.
to mean? The one for me?
No, but like, I'm just saying, like you've mentioned that game multiple times. Like that truly is the game.
That's
like
the
close
game,
and
bro.
dear to you.
And then the 360, Modern Warfare 2 for sure.
I'm so mad. We put up that poll for what was the best Call of Duty game.
Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 won.
Why are you mad?
Shit. Because Black Ops was the second, very close second.
Bro, there's no game like Modern
Black
Warfare
Ops
2.
2 was there.
There's no game like Modern Warfare 2.
Black
I'll
Ops
say
2 was the
again.
one, man.
Say it in my mirror
Agree
at
to
night.
disagree, man. It's okay. It's
And
okay.
then I have PlayStation 4, and here I am. I don't really have a favorite game.
Last of Us.
PlayStation 4.
I'm
that's what it's-
cheating. I'm using it for the PS3 and PS4. Last of Us.
Okay. Shit. I don't know.
That's
don't have
that's
a
a good
favorite
game you got to think of because if when you start looking at all the games that we played before,
I really
and
did enjoy
everything,
Spider-Man though. Spider-Man or God of War.
I still remember the day I picked up God of War for the PlayStation 2. That game was like wow. When it was like the cutscenes back then,
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
That was my first God of War, PlayStation 4. So.
That was the first one, God of War, and like the very first one. Like I was like, oh my god, this
I
game
used,
is
I used to watch gameplay of God of War
game is
on
violent
G4.
and it's there. Really?
Yeah.
Damn. That's back
G4 is
then.
my shit.
Yeah.
I used to watch all the God of War clips, like the little boss fights they would have them. You just like put them on the DVR, and I would get home from school like, ooh, I can't wait. That was my shit.
It's a great game, man. Good old days. But man, that was a good question. Just because I feel like there's just so many games.
didn't even
I'm just
answer.
lucky because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of all the consoles that I've had and
Come on, think faster.
think of all that I had, and that's why I'm fucking up.
Think faster. Speed it up.
Super Nintendo. It's gonna
Speed it up,
be
speed
Mega
it
Man X. 64. is gonna be Majora's Mask.
Okay, Zelda.
Yeah. I don't remember how much having the GameCube, but one of the fondest memories I have of GameCube is playing with my cousin Super Monkey Ball.
You know they're releasing Super Monkey Ball this month. I've seen
Bonanza
that
or
shit.
some shit.
Yup.
Yeah, it's like all together. I'm fucking excited for that one, dude.
Low key. On the lowest of keys. Like I seen it,
Got
dog.
that
The
one,
Super
baby.
Monkey Ball was the shit.
So that one. Damn, and then after that, I was more of a PlayStation. So I remember a PlayStation 2. I really can't think of a PlayStation 2 game just besides God of War. PlayStation 3, Last of Us for sure, and then PlayStation 4 right now. It's really hard to say my favorite game of all time right now for the PlayStation 4. It's up in the air. Probably Jedi Fallen Order.
You hope, right?
I hope so. See, boom. Quick fire
this is
round.
what happens.
That shit was hard, man. Fuck. Let's not do those questions again. Make me think.
You got any more listener questions? It's got
Yeah,
two?
man.
2-piece?
I mean, there's a long one. I don't know if you want to do that one. I'm gonna let you read it. Drive the boat. If you want to do it, do it. If not, we'll close it down.
Air then, man.
Because it's gonna be it, guys. We're getting down to the very last either question or we're gonna do an outro. You gonna figure it out. Write me out. We should do that. Tambo's gonna say no. Close it out because he has to get a haircut. He made an appointment at Supercuts. He was recommended by Mikey, so because he was recommended, he gets a free haircut.
Yeah, bro. Free.
Nah.
So that's gonna
I
be
love
it
you,
for
though.
this week's episode.
Hey,
What's up,
for a vlog, we're all gonna go get a
gonna gog?
haircut. We're all gonna go get
bro?
a
Your
haircut.
boy just got a haircut.
at
What you
Supercuts.
mean?
At Supercuts.
My barber will pull
What
up
do you
here,
mean?
boy.
At Supercuts.
At Supercuts?
Hey, your
No,
boy
you're
got
not gonna have
certified
me
too,
fucked
right?
up.
Your
No,
boy got
I don't get paid
certified.
for this yet.
Right?
My man's got certified.
Easy claps.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be for this week's episode, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for listening, watching us. If you're watching us on YouTube.com, we just want to make sure you guys know again that we drop episodes every Friday. That's where you can listen to us. Link is gonna be in the description. Don't forget to like our show, rate it, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at Chiptooth Gaming.
Yup.
Yeah, I fucked that one up. It's okay. I'm getting
Merch
better at
bio
it,
in the
though.
link. Don't forget November 5th. Put that on your calendar because that's happening. I will let you know
November
this
5th.
week and next week. November 5th is a thing.
Make
Don't
it a
you
date.
Forget it. All right.
Watch
See
out.
you online.
Was that your outro?
You're supposed to finish it, man. You're supposed to keep it
Thank
going.
you
It's supposed to be
guys
cool.
for listening to us. Again, we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.